Hey y'all, it's DJ Kitty.
And Miss Morningstar.
And you are tuned into Our Plugs, a community connection, where culture, commerce, and community come together on one powerful platform.
Absolutely. This is a show that connects Black and minority-owned businesses, nonprofit organizations, entrepreneurs, community leaders, and change makers all in one place. We don't just talk, we build, we uplift, and we plug you into the resources that help our community grow.
Yep. From business ownership and financial empowerment to mental health, education, arts, culture, and justice. This is a space where real conversations meet real solutions.
I know that's right. So wherever you're listening, whether it's from home, at work, or on the move, stay locked in because you're officially plugged into Our Plugs, the community connection.
Now let's get into today's show. Good morning, Holly Springs, Mississippi. Good morning, Memphis, Tennessee. Happy Taco Tuesday. Terrific Tuesday. However you want to put it, it is Tuesday. Good morning to our family and friends out in radio land. I hope everyone had a great night's rest. There's nothing like resting. I mean, I think my bed is my favorite spot in the house. I don't know about anybody else, but my bed is my best friend. I love my bed. And I hate getting out of it, but today's a new day. So it's time to get started. Somebody got to make the biscuits or bring home the bacon or whatever they said back in the 70s. Yeah, we got to get that done. So I also want to say good evening to our family and friends on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being a part of our journey. We appreciate you. We see you out there. Hey, Preezy, welcome back to the U.S. I know you and your wife had a great time. I'm giving you a shout out because I've seen all the pictures. I know you had a good time. I'm a little jealous. Anyhow, come on in, everybody. Today, we're going to have a great show. We have Veterans Voice. We have DC today, and DC is going to walk us through some things that's going on in this country, especially when it comes to the military. But one thing in specific we're going to talk about. You guys just stick around and you'll hear it for yourselves. It's going to be an interesting show, as it always is. Okay, so I want to also give you your daily reminder. Drink your 16 ounces of water as soon as you wake up in the morning. Take your morning medication, take your vitamins, and get you a great breakfast. There's nothing like eating breakfast. It's the best. It's the most important meal of the day. It gets your mind going. So make sure you drink your water, you eat your breakfast, and you start your day off on the right note. Speaking of starting your days off on the right note, let's just say that Miss Morningstar has the affirmations that you need as well to start your day off productive. So I'm going to turn the floor over to Mrs. Morningstar. Miss Morningstar, good morning, sis. How are you?
Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Happy Taco Tuesday. It is, we moving right along, y'all. We moving right along. So I'm doing well. I hope everybody is doing good. We woke up. That's all that's important. We woke up because there's a lot of people who didn't. So let's celebrate the wins. That's a win, okay? That's a win.
Above ground versus below.
Yes. So welcome in TikTok family. How y'all doing? Instagram and Facebook and also YouTube. Y'all all welcome. So let's get into some fun affirmations. Today we're gonna just do something real light, but it's affirmations for Taco Tuesday. And it might be a little corny in some of these affirmations, but I mean, it's gotta laugh a little bit, right? But it's some meaning in the corniness. So let's talk about it. Taco Tuesday affirmations are fun ways to boost your mood, combining positive mindset shift with the joys of tacos. Who don't love a good taco? I do. These affirmations range from self-love to humorous reminders to stay spicy and resilient, offering a taco terrific way to distress to celebrate the midweek progress. All right. So let's start with number one. There's only a few of them, y'all. So it won't keep you long. I am a tacorific, worthy of joy and full of good vibes. So Y'all get it? Taco-rific, terrific.
Taco, terrific. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said. A little corny, but whatever. I embrace the happiness of today, releasing the stress of yesterday. Life gets spicy, but I am strong enough to handle it. I am gathering my feelings to create a life I love. I deserve to take a moment for myself and enjoy the simple pleasures. I am grounded, spicy, and handling my business.
Okay.
Today's forecast: 100% chances of joy and taco. I treat myself with care and softness, just like my favorite taco.
Mm.
I have the power to create a positive, fulfilling day. As you should. Y'all go out and be great. Get you some tacos and margaritas later on, and put all your favorite fixings on it. Some guac. Make sure you get some guac, and have a
Yeah.
good day. Just
Sounds
enjoy it.
good.
Yeah.
Sounds very good. I just now learned recently how to make guacamole, and
Really?
I think I am the guacamole queen.
When I learned, Kitty, and I just learned probably within a year because my husband taught me. I think I could just whip it up because it's easy. But
Yeah,
when you whip it and you get that, yeah,
that right
that
consistency.
consistency,
Yes,
yes.
ma'am. I actually add my secret. I'm gonna tell everybody out there. I add tahine to my, and it is
Do
delicious,
that add like a spice kind of
baby.
taste?
It gives it a
Like
kick.
a little kick? Yeah.
I love it. I make it just
Okay.
that's what I eat just about every day for lunch. I eat homemade
Right.
guacamole that I make, and
You
there's a
dip it
couple.
with vegetables. You could dip it with anything. It's so good.
I eat it with crackers and smoked salmon. Oh, so good.
I know that sounds
Yeah.
good.
Yes, it does. It sounds good, tastes good. All right, let's go ahead and get into this weather. Holly Springs, you're going to get some rain today. Today you have a high of 77, a low of 63. Feels like 80 during the day, 67 at night with a 67% chance of rain. Winds are out of the south southwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. It's going to be a cloudy morning and thunderstorms in the evening. So grab your umbrella. It is going to storm. Be careful out there. There's possible hail. I know there's some northern counties up in Texas that got hit with tornadoes yesterday, so I need you guys to be careful. Humidity is very high all day, so maybe stay in the house today. Normally, I ask you guys to get out and get 30 minutes, but you can walk 30 minutes, even if you walk 30 minutes in place. It's better than nothing. Memphis, Tennessee, today you have a high of 79, a low of 63. Feels like 82 during the day and 69 at night with a 62% chance of rain. Winds are out of the south southwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. It's going to be a cloudy morning as well. Thunderstorms in the afternoon and evening, possible hail. So please be careful out there. Humidity is high during the day, very high at night. H Town, it's already hot, sis. It is hot already.
It is. That it is.
Today we have a high of 89, a low of 75. Feels like 95 degrees during the day, 83 at night, with a 20% chance of rain. Winds are out of the south southeast at 15 to 25 miles per hour. It's going to be cloudy in the morning. It's going to clear up. It's going to be overcast pretty much all day, but it's going to be hot.
We touched 90 already a couple times.
Yes, a couple times.
We
And
touched 90 a couple times. It's hot, y'all.
it's hot. Humidity is high during the day and very high at night. It is hot. But this is Houston. We're used to this, April. That means this upcoming weekend, I will be dipping in the pool. Who's going to the pool? This girl right here.
Right.
I cannot wait to get in the pool. And that is your weather for this beautiful Tuesday morning. Get out there and enjoy it. Remember to take your umbrella. Remember to be safe. I see you out there on YouTube. Thank you, Sebastian. Thank you, Anna. Thank you, Luke, for stopping by. We appreciate you. If you could give us a thumbs up, we appreciate that as well. All right, so let's go ahead and get into some news that you can use. Oh, the news is newsing, ain't it?
It always is. It's never a dull moment. Never a dull.
It is. I want to save the White House Correspondents' Dinner for DC.
Yeah.
Unless we want to go ahead and bring DC up. Otherwise, let's save that for him because I know he and we were talking. He's going to talk about that.
Yeah, we can say that. Well, I can talk about this. So Ron DeSantis released a new
Uh-oh.
congressional map,
Mm. I knew
creating
it.
four more GOP leaning seats in Florida. So, what's good for the goose and good for the gander. And then they get mad at us and
Virginia.
want to take us to court. In California, they took us to court
Yeah.
too.
California.
Y'all can do it, but we can't do it.
Yeah. It doesn't work like that. It does not work like that. I know that they think that it can, but it does not work like that. So I don't know what he's thinking is going to happen.
I don't know, but some of the Republicans are concerned. They said it could put the GOP incumbents in danger by spreading out the conservative vote, and margins and many new seats will likely get higher. This is where this administration is so bogus. They do not understand. First of all, they don't listen to the people.
They
Do
don't
not
understand
listen to their
constituents.
constituents. I'm sorry, y'all couldn't get it out. They do not pay attention to the people. The people are telling you simple things, clear, cut, and dry. We want lower gas. We want higher wages. We want affordable groceries.
Our utilities to be
Our
affordable,
utilities to be
housing
affordable.
affordability. I know they don't like that
Affordability
word.
across the board. It's not
Yeah.
a made up word. It's a real word. That is what common, normal, everyday living people want. Affordability. They want to be able to still live their life, travel, take vacations, do our normal things. We don't care about you rich and famous celebrities and just people out here living a fabulous life, getting all the tax breaks. We don't care about that. We want to live our regular life. And
Yes.
I'm gonna tell you, the Satan, Florida coming for you,
They
and
are.
coming for all your people too.
Well, you remember Bernard said that he can't run again, so his
Yeah,
term is up.
yeah,
But the rest of them, baby, y'all can just hang it up because from the writing is on the wall.
yeah.
Look, people are fed up. I think that they're focusing on the war that we're losing. Okay, regardless of what Frumpy is saying, we are losing. Okay, and then
What?
they think that that's what's important to American people. The war is important, yes. We hate that that's going on because we got a president that doesn't think before he acts. But what's most important is how are we going to pay these bills?
That's the part, Kitty. Like
How are we going to feed our children?
we could be as strong as we want to be. We can have all the power in the world as far as our strength. Yes, our military is one of the greatest militaries. They have strength, they have power. But what is that doing to the economy at the moment? What is that doing to the people back home? What is that doing to the endless
Nothing.
loss of life for no reason when we still don't even know a reason why we are over there?
Because Israel told them to go over there. That's why. Anyway, it doesn't change the fact that there are millions without health care. It doesn't change the fact that there are millions of children that will not eat. Families will go hungry. People are put in ICE detention centers. I think that they are so tunnel vision on what the man with the diaper and the leprosy on his neck has to say. They're not even thinking about the fact that my constituents can't eat.
Right.
They have no food. We can't afford to eat. Not only that, what's more concerning to me is, the fertilizer isn't getting, we're not getting what we need in order to grow
Wow.
food.
Wow.
So pretty soon it's not going to be about we can't afford it. It's going to be more along the lines of we don't have any food in the grocery stores. Let's just call a thing a thing.
Famish.
Famine is on the horizon,
It is
and
common.
they're not doing anything. These people are so unserious. He doesn't have one serious candidate in office right now. In his cabinet, not one person that's making any sense. And I think it was done by design so that he could truly destroy this country. I really and truly believe that.
It was. It was definitely done.
Those are my beliefs.
Whew, then you got, I know we're gonna talk about the whole thing with
The
DC,
stage.
the play. But the ballroom. So they back on it with the ballroom. He grifting. He grifting for
Yeah.
the
If
ballroom.
I had a ballroom, somebody wouldn't have ran up on me.
Grifting
First of all, he didn't run up on you. He didn't run up on you. You were way back there. I know we're not gonna get into it. I'm gonna save this commentary
Yeah.
for when DC
Yeah.
gets up.
I got something for that. So we'll talk about it when DC come back. But Melania, did you hear about her?
Yeah, Melangerie trying to sue Jimmy Kimmel.
Melangerie trying to come for Kim.
Again, if y'all don't learn to leave that man alone, he is a comedian. The way that joke that he said was funny.
It was hilarious.
It was hilarious. I don't know why
I laughed very hard. My stomach was hurting. I was laughing because I thought it was hilarious.
I kikied. I thought it was hilarious. I mean, what's wrong with it? What did she say? What did he say so bad that was wrong? Is what I want to know. What did he say? He told the truth. He told the truth.
Yeah.
He told the truth.
And
why?
To say, first of all, Melangerie, get your words together, because we already know you can't even talk, and you probably ain't even said nothing. It's probably the people who work next to you for your husband. You up here talking cash money ish, and you ain't even got a pot to piss in for real. Besides whatever your husband give you or have done for you, you don't even own rights to this country. Why are you here? Go back home.
Yes. I mean, her thing is she wants to sue. Y'all always want to sue somebody. I feel like we need a class action lawsuit against her and him. Melangerie, you encourage this man to get out here and destroy this country. Can't nobody tell me different.
Exactly.
I do not want to hear it. But Melangerie, you're not gonna win. If you've learned nothing else, it's to leave Jimmy Kimmel alone. Okay, leave him alone. Let that man tell his jokes because they are hilarious. And exactly, DC, you want to weaponize the court system, and that's all they ever do. They want to try and sue everybody. But you know who needs to be sued? The government, the U.S. government. I need to sue for emotional emotional distress. I'm distressed from all the mess that has gone on over the last 10 years. I know, right? Yes, Melba. I think what she does is, I think she might use words. I don't know. I don't understand any of the words that she uses, but I did understand her saying, "Don't worry, Donald. I'm under the table. I'm used to being on my knees." That's what I heard. I don't know what anybody else heard.
They shoot and they do wrong thing in the correspondent meeting.
In the correspondent, that's what I heard. I don't know about anybody else, but that's what I heard. Now, if she spoke in, I don't even know what language she is speaking, but when I heard that, that's what my interpretation. So I'm gonna throw an allegedly in there just to make it cute. Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all allegedly. Girl, wait, Miss Morningstar, did y'all hear about the monks at the airport?
I read that. What's going on?
Girl, wait. Why did 22 Buddhist monks get arrested? Oh my goodness. Let me read this story to y'all.
You got to push and put a K in front of it. Push. Put a K in front of it. Push.
You are stupid. Martin, you are.
They was like, we got that yo.
We got that yo.
And what y'all trying to do? Y'all trying to get on a plane?
22 Sri Lanka monks returning from Thailand were arrested on Sunday at the main international airport with a record 242 pounds of powerful cannabis.
You got to push with the K.
Miss Morningstar, I'm about to mute you for real. A Sri Lanka customs spokesman said the group returning home after a 4-day vacation in the Thai capital had Kush, a potent strand of cannabis, hidden in their luggage. What is y'all thinking? Y'all thinking y'all won't get checked because y'all are monks? I beg to differ, baby. They don't care.
You can't just be putting that in your suitcase and thinking everything cool.
Kosher?
Then that's some strong. Okay, I'm just leave that there.
Well, they said each carried about 5 kilos of the narcotic concealed within false walls in their luggage. Set them free. Let them go.
Let them go.
Let them go. We got a president with 34 felonies. Let them go. Let them go and tell them call me.
That came from the earth, okay?
That came from the earth. I mean, those are just plants.
Free the monks.
The Lord made that possible. You know?
Peaceful people. Why you think they so peaceful?
Peaceful. They are at peace at all times.
All the time. Don't nothing bother the monks. I'm all right with the monks. They all right with me.
They all right with me. I just want them to give me a call. Ring-a-ling-ling.
They are all right with me. Hello.
Hello. It's me. Leave them people alone. Let them cut them loose. Cut them loose. You know, they thought, in their defense, they just thought that they were regular old plants. They did not know that somebody had put some. They didn't know that they were narcotics. They're monks.
In their bag like that. They no idea. They're monks.
They had no idea. They don't even know what Kush is. They thought that they were bringing back some beautiful flowers to plant at their next destination. Cut them loose. Set them free.
Free the monks.
Free the monks. If Frumpy can sit in the White House with them swollen ankles and that leprosy on his neck, cut them loose. Anyway, let's take a quick commercial break, sis. You are listening to Our Plugs, the community connection on WKRA 92.7, The Change. We'll be right back after this quick commercial break. Them poor monks, they wasn't even doing nothing.
They ain't did
nothing.
Advertising with Our Plugs. The community connection opens doors to a whole new ballgame. Radio advertising is affordable, powerful, and puts your business directly in front of the people who want to support you. Plus, customers can easily find and connect with you anytime through our online directory. If you're ready to grow your brand, expand your reach, and stay connected to the community, sign up today. Visit ourplugs.com and register now. That's ourplugs.com. Plug into your community.
Hi everyone, I'm Mara Keller, retired Army Lieutenant.
What's up, everybody? Scott Cologne, District Attorney and candidate for the United States Senate for the great state of Mississippi. I had a great time talking about my campaign with the crew at the Community Connection morning radio show. I'm running because Mississippi matters. Our families are paying more for less, and our rural hospitals are under serious threat. I spent my career fighting for my community, and I'll bring that same fight to Washington. Folks in the Holly Springs area and worldwide should check out our convo and visit cologneforsenate.com because Mississippi matters.
Carter's Caring Hands is here to serve the communities here in Kalamazoo, Grand Rapids, Battle Creek, as well as Southfield, Michigan. We also go out into the unhoused community, serve the community with care bags. Low-income families, our senior citizens, and our veterans. with fresh food baskets each and every day because no one should choose medication over food. We are here to serve you. Your community is our community, and our community is one community. From our hands to your hands.
Welcome to Compassion Counseling and Training Services LLC, where healing takes flight. I am Nicole Wiley, licensed independent clinical social worker, and we empower children, individuals, families, and couples through individualized therapy via telehealth. Using evidence-based approaches like CBT and mindfulness, we help clients build resilience and rediscover their wings. If you're ready to begin your journey, visit CompassionCounselingandTrainingServices.com.
And we are back. You're listening to Our Plugs, the Community Connection on WKRA 92.7 The Change. Come off mute, Miss Morningstar. You know, in June of 2025, back to the monks, because I am disturbed about these monks now. Sri Lanka's customs authorities arrested a woman and seized the largest haul of cocaine, ever detected at the country's main airport. Officials said the unnamed 38-year-old Thai woman was carrying about 22 pounds of that white powder stuff stuffed into 3 plush toys. So they have an issue with, just like everybody else has issues. But Sri Lanka authorities have also made several detections of large hauls of heroin and other narcotics smuggled in via small fishing boats in recent years. Now, the latest arrest for the first time the monks were involved with some illicit things was back in 2022. Y'all brace yourself for this one. Every single monk at a Buddhist temple in central Thailand was defrocked after they tested positive for methamphetamines.
Oh, wow.
The monks were sent to a health clinic to undergo drug rehab. Look, I don't know. If I had to stay quiet for years, that's probably how they stay quiet for years. I mean, they're not, they got to stay quiet. They don't get to talk. They don't get to, just be themselves. So I will assume that, they need a little help every once in a while. I don't know, but we got a president with 34 felonies. Free them boys. They ain't done nothing.
Woo, okay.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Wow.
Yes, it's sad. I don't want them to have to go through this. I don't want them to have to go through it.
No dependency, especially on that thing.
No.
That's terrible.
Yeah, I can see the green stuff that grows from the Lord,
the earth,
but I don't get down
all
on
that other stuff.
Y'all tripping. I mean, I get it, but no, I don't get that part. But yeah, that came across my feed. I said, not the monks of all the people. Let's go ahead and bring up Brother DC.
Okay.
So we can get into this. What's up? Good morning, brother.
Good morning.
What's up, bruh? How you doing?
Oh man, y'all on fire this morning. Y'all on fire. I'm telling you.
The monks, they the ones on fire.
Oh,
firing it up. Okay, they firing it up for real though.
That's hilarious.
Fire, right?
That is hilarious. I got a confession before we get started. With Vipe taking the day off, I have elected to take my blood pressure medicine after the show. It's normally I take it before the show.
Okay.
Because he take us there. He take us there all the way there.
Every time.
That's how he gonna make up for it next week. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
that's 2 weeks of footage, so he already on it.
You right.
Yeah, he on it right now. But he'll be back next week. But we've got you here today, brother, and I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
We're gonna talk today about. First, I wanted to talk about, just really quickly touch on the recruitment age of the military, because 42, but there's some people that they're calling back, and I don't understand. They're calling people to come back.
Yeah, it's yeah. I got my opinions, and I'll let you know what my opinion is. First of all, the Army is the only one that's raised the age to 42.
Oh,
Space
it's not the other
Force,
branch.
yeah, Space Force, Air Force, Navy, and the Marine Corps have not. Um, Typically, even when you were above the age of, I think I want to say it was 35,
Mm-hmm.
you could get a waiver to go in after that age. But, you're opening the door up to, and this is just my opinion, mediocre candidates, um, and you're going to hand them the tools to potentially do danger to this country. That's my opinion, is that you got all of these mediocres running around, unable to attain goals in life. Now they want to exercise themselves in the U.S. military to garner a skill that could potentially be dangerous. So I see it as a way to bolster their underground seditious um, agenda, is what I see.
I think you're right.
I do too. Do you guys remember months ago? There were TikTok videos of white men beating themselves up in the face, talking about "come get it" or something like that. That's who I see as trying to sign up to go to the military now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You
at
know,
42.
yeah, yeah, at 42. It
Yeah.
anyway,
Yeah, I
yeah.
mean, like I said, it opens the door to the mediocres. And I'm not saying everybody falls in that category, but what I'm saying is now they get VA loans to buy property, buy
Mhm.
homes. They also now get points to get government jobs, the post office, uh, you know, VA,
But you
wherever
got
they
to know how
decide
to
they want to
read.
go and exercise those points,
Mm-hmm.
veterans preference. So it's a way, in my opinion, to open the door to people that have, you know, failed to launch, get out of their mother's basements and,
Mm-hmm.
My
Mm-hmm.
thing
join
about
join the
that,
military, learn you know, how to pew pew, how to build boom booms, and
Yep.
all that
That
other
was
kind of
a
crazy stuff.
that was a good way to put it, DC. That metaphor, failure to launch. If y'all ain't never seen the movie,
failure to
go see it.
launch. Yes, I've
Um,
seen.
Yeah.
because it really opens Pandora's box. Here you got a bunch of maniac lunatics out here, we do, who've been trying to be something their whole life and never have
Hmm.
accomplished anything career wise. Like you said, live in their mom's basement. Finally, can sign up for the military, get their hands on some weaponry, and do something insane.
Yeah.
Okay, unrational, because they're not rational thinking people. And
Mm-mm.
now the military is out here selling. I mean, they putting their best sales pitches out here, because even my daughter was telling me how they come to the school. She's like, the Marines came, they talked to us, and she's like, I ain't gonna lie, it was real. She's like, I have my mind made up on what I want to do, but it was real enticing, and it was very, for trying to get kids to join the military, trying to make it all, but hurt little. A lot of these kids know what type of administration we got, so they like,
Right.
no,
Right.
no
Yeah,
matter
not
Right.
in
what
this
type of dream
ministry.
you selling me.
No.
Hmm.
Mm-mm.
Hmm.
Pipe dream. That's what it is.
Yeah. And the flip
The
side of
thing
that coin, Mrs. Morningstar, is that we do have young minority kids that want to go in the Air Force for a
Mhm.
highly technical skill. They want to
Mm-hmm.
go in Space Force to attain a highly technical skill,
Is
and they
Space
can't.
Force different from the Air Force?
Yes, it's a separate branch. They
What?
have their own recruiting apparatus, and they've recruited. Of course, they've recruited tech savvy people to be baseline for a space force. So you have people that were brought into space force in their 30s, in their 40s because of their backgrounds. But my point is that our kids can't even get a call back from the recruiter. So yeah, the Marine Corps is going to bang your door down, and I'm definitely not anti-Marine Corps, but you know, are they looking to make our kids cannon fodder,
They
versus them getting a job that they can flip and get out in 4 to 6 years and turn it into a six-figure salary,
Right.
so that's one of the things that kind of disappoints me, and that our kids can't get a call back from these recruiters. I mean, I've watched stories where people have waited months to even get a call back and then not get a call back and end up going to a different branch because Air Force, Space Force won't even call them.
because they're minorities is how I feel.
Yeah, I mean,
Mm.
let's just call a spade a spade. Like I
I know
said,
what I'm calling it.
if
Yeah.
if I'm controlling the gate, am I going to let people in that look like me, or I'm going to let people in that don't look like me?
Right.
And give them that tool. Because, like I said, almost every job, especially like in Space Force, you can flip that, and in 4 to 6 years, you come out, you could be a military contractor and make six figures easy. You know,
Wow. See,
Yeah.
yeah.
so
That's the thing about it. But my thing, what bothers me most is, well, it doesn't really even bother me. You know why it doesn't bother me? Because I know for a fact that they can't read. So I'm not really worried about them getting out, getting great jobs. That education level is not there. But can we please go back to Space Force? Because I did not realize that was a different branch. What does that branch do?
I mean, they're doing all your geospatial satellite
Image.
surveillance,
Okay.
all
Got
of
it.
that kind of
Okay.
stuff. So they've taken people from each branch, because a lot of the branches have that. They do have their own capabilities, and basically what they did was unify those branches into one branch so that they, all are unified under one umbrella, which
Okay.
is Space Force. I think they're headquartered out of Colorado, is where their headquarters is. But yeah, I mean, I got a friend of mine, childhood friend, that works in Space Force. He was Air Force, and then of course when it transitioned to Space Force, he became Space Force, and now he's working as a civilian, still out in Colorado, and he's doing pretty good for himself. I'll say that. So
Okay. That's interesting. I
Yeah.
didn't, I remember when Frumpy created Space Force, which I thought that's the dumbest name I've ever heard in my entire life. Space Force. Like,
I had
reminds me
never,
of
you don't
Space
hear
Jam.
people talking about it. Yeah, Space Jam. I mean,
yeah,
but I guess it's the techie people. It's the technology
yeah,
side.
yeah. He got a lot of cyber intelligence going on.
Uh-huh.
Hey,
Just
Big Mo.
yeah,
What's up, Big Mom?
geospatial weather surveillance, just anything that has to do with satellites and space and
Okay.
all of that stuff. So
And
yeah,
who came up with that name? Was it Frumpy? Because he has he.
yeah. I mean, I won't want, I don't want to give him the credit for it, because I probably think that most branch chiefs behind the scenes were trying to formulate that plan before he even became
Of course.
president. So I think that was probably something in the works, way you know, before he came in. It's like, why
Put
duplicate
his name on
efforts?
everything.
Yeah, why
Y'all know
duplicate
that
efforts?
I'm over here chuckling because I'm thinking, he's so childlike in the mind. He probably was thinking of Spaceballs. Remember the movie?
Spaceball, Space Jam. He was thinking of that, and he said, "Oh,
he's
wow,
so he's so
oh, Space
childlike in the
Force."
mind. You can see him like, oh, that's cool. That we gonna name
I'm
it Space.
surprised he didn't name it Trump Force. I'm really
They
surprised.
probably told him
They
no.
probably told him no. You can't
Right.
do that. Just like because nobody. The mere fact that they have put his face on money starting in June just takes me out. I'm gonna keep that comment to myself. But
Yeah.
anyway, they say no living president has ever had their face on money, and I really and truly hope that stands true.
Yeah. I mean, that's again. we're in such a volatile point in time that is so important that we continue to win these special elections
It is.
and in November show all the way out. I mean, my preference would be that we win both houses, the House and the Senate. But if we win one, if we can just win one, it shuts his last 2 years down.
Act up.
It,
Get
it's
out there.
it's full breaks. If we can get the House, because
I
you
agree.
know, yeah, it's gonna be we got to get out there and vote. We have to.
We do, and I'm glad you brought that up because Maura Keller, play her commercials all the time. Well,
Mm-hmm.
early voting starts today. Started Tuesday, so I need everyone. If you're in Georgia, you know some folks in Georgia. Tell them to get out there and vote. I will be texting all of my family in Georgia saying either you vote or you're not getting invited to the family reunion. It's up to
Yeah,
you.
yeah. Literally, I mean, we say this every election, but literally, this one could be the most consequential election in our lifetime. Because he's already shown a propensity to disregard the norms of the three branches of the government. He doesn't care
Hmm.
anything about that. He's got the Supreme Court in his
Does not
pocket.
care.
He goes to the Supreme Court, sits in on a hearing. No sitting president has ever done that, and it was just a show of intimidation. Everything he does is self-serving. So
Always.
we have to put up some level of block from him continuing down this trajectory. The president of no new wars. Guess what? We're already in a new war. So that he doesn't seem like he knows how to get himself out of.
He didn't know how to. He knew how to get himself in it because all he's going to do is follow whatever BB tells him to do. But getting out of it, he has no clue. And I don't think that he. I don't think that he cares. I think he's just, oh well, I'm not going to worry about it. It doesn't affect me. Just let Pete Keg's breath and his drunk behind let him do whatever. But every dog has his day, and Pete can barely stand up, so his day is coming. Let's go ahead and rip the Band-Aid off. That White House dinner. DC, your thoughts?
I mean, are we tired yet? Are we tired yet? It doesn't make logical sense. It just doesn't. That this is the first time uh, as he's been a president, either the first term, second term, that he's even attended a correspondence dinner, right?
It's the first time.
And and then he shows up with everybody. He's got
The
Keg's
okay.
breath. He's got Crash Patel there. Even Erica Kurt was there.
Why would you show
Uh,
up with everybody?
yeah,
You got the WWE there, Federation, the first,
right.
right.
He showed up with his full entourage,
And
and
why? That's
yeah,
just
it makes no
Say,
sense, And I'll give you my assumption, my interpretation of what I think happens. I think, what he's created is what I call trauma bonding. And what I mean by that
mm-hmm.
is that, create a scenario where his most boisterous opponents are all in the same room and they all experience the same level of trauma,
yes,
you
that's
know?
exactly what it is.
So, after and Dana Bash, I've completely sworn off CNN after last night what she said to Jamie Raskin. But just
What she said?
imagine. Well, she asked Jamie Raskin, does he think that it's time that the Democrats tone it down on their rhetoric against Trump?
How we get in it?
That's what they do.
How
This is
we
what
get
they
in it? We
do.
ain't got nothing to do with that. Look,
He creates his own rhetoric every day.
Every single day.
Every
single day. That's not even us.
The nerve of the Lion Caroline. Did y'all hear her? Lion Caroline gets up on the press conference and first of all calls him an assassin. Okay. With her crazy self. She is a Looney Tune, okay? Then she says, you know, the political violence, the rhetoric that's happening in our country is intolerable. Who are you talking to? Your boss?
Yes, talk to him. He's right there.
Because he goes sundown and every night tweeting the most violent thing. What did he just say about the person who just lost her, who passed away? What was his name? The lawyer who just passed away. He said,
John Mueller or Robert Mueller.
Mueller. He said,
Mhm.
Good. I'm glad he's dead.
Yes. Go talk to him. Why you telling us?
Melandre, y'all go talk to him. Go talk to him.
We ain't got nothing to do with that. Please stop putting us in the middle of y'all mess. Go talk to him. Stop talking to us. Furthermore, you need to worry about now. They did arrest this man. They put him on the ground, and they got him all on the ground. You got it. It stripped him down, stripped him naked, because they were sponsored by Grindr, but yes, they did strip him down and then I'm quite sure they didn't have any couth about them. Instead, stood them up and wrapped them around. But anywho, but did y'all know that this young man actually was at an event with Usha?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Usha Vance.
Usha and Vance.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them. He spoke on camera and everything.
Why is it that every assassination attempt always has somebody connected to them?
And I'm sorry. Was it an assassination attempt? I mean, can we really call it that? And it's the man. I mean, how do we know he wrote that manifesto? Y'all lie too much for me.
That manifesto came out before they even picked him up off the ground. He was still on the ground, but bucket naked, and that manifesto was out.
How does that man even get that close? How does he even get that close?
How did he get a ticket to get in?
Right. And the crazy part is, after we saw all the shenanigans, right? They didn't even evacuate the ballroom. I mean, that's like standard protocol. Like, if this guy got in here, what else is in here? What else is in this building? We need to get everybody out of this building because this building is not secure. It is not secure. No, it was one dude sitting there still eating his little food.
Still eating. He said, y'all promised me a chicken dinner. I'm going to eat my chicken dinner. Y'all promised me this chicken. I'm eating my chicken.
I'm going to eat this.
Yeah,
I'm like, all right.
They mingling and talking and
laughing and kikiing.
And if it was us, if somebody pew-pewed up the club, we ain't standing around in the club after the pew-pew that happened.
We out of here.
We out. We out.
Well, somebody just made a good point in the comments, but think about it. Secret Services is set up shoot to unalive. So him running full speed with the pew-pew pop, whatever. Why is he
still with the breed? Yes, why is he still with the living?
Because
he's a black man. Why is he still alive?
He brown.
What brown? He's a brown man.
I'm just saying, if it was stage, quit playing with us.
It just doesn't make sense.
Playing with us. Yes.
And like I said, back to my definition of trauma bonding is now what you have on TV is we're no longer talking about the Iranian war. We're not talking about the E-Files.
Fake assassin.
Everybody's talking about how they're lucky to be alive. It could have been me. He could have got me. I was there. I witnessed this. I witnessed that. So we're going to spend the next 2 weeks talking about him and how all the reporters are lucky to be alive. Yeah, and again, to seal the deal, he has a press conference and then he says how we need to unite. We need to tone the rhetoric down. We need to unite. It's like, come on, dude. You can't be serious.
Unite. Now he
Yeah,
wants to unite after
yeah.
all the things he's done to the Democrats
That's
and
what
the
you
American people. Now he wants to unite.
Now you want to be friends. And see, I'm about to play a video for y'all because I know everybody saw the 60 Minutes catastrophe. Now, don't you gotta set those up in advance? I mean, with the 60-minute thing, ain't that one of them things you gotta set up in advance? I'm just asking.
Go ahead and play the video, sis, because
Okay, hold on. Let me,
like I know. You want me to go ahead? I can play it for you
yeah,
right
go
quick.
ahead and play it. I put it. You
I
see
got it.
I
I
put it
got
down.
it. I'm
Go
gonna
ahead,
play it.
it. Now this y'all president. Now they
And he
telling
also
us.
wrote this: I'm no longer willing to.
But go ahead, Miss Morningstar. They telling us what?
I said y'all telling us to be nice, but listen to him. Go ahead, Kitty, play it.
And he also wrote this: I'm no longer willing to permit a pedophile, rapist, and traitor to coat my hands with his crimes. What's your reaction to that?
Well, I was waiting for.
Wait. Did y'all see how he looked right at the camera? I'm
Before
gonna start it over.
Yeah.
So y'all watch his eyes. You gonna play it on TikTok so they can see it?
Yeah,
Watch his eyes.
He
Okay.
darted his eyes.
He
to
looked
the
right
camera.
at the camera. Oh, he was hot. He was hot as fish grease.
Hot as fish grease on
Fish
that.
grease. All right, I'm gonna start it over. Now y'all just watch his eyes.
And he also wrote this: I'm no longer willing to permit a pedophile, rapist, and traitor to coat my hands with his crimes. What's your reaction to that?
Well, I was waiting for you to read that because I knew you would, because you're horrible people, horrible people. Yeah, he did write that. I'm not a rapist. I didn't rape anybody. I'm not a pedophile. You read that crap from some sick person. You shouldn't be reading that on 60 Minutes. You're a disgrace. But go ahead. Let's finish the interview.
Yeah.
He said,
He was
you thought he was talking about you? A hit dog holler, y'all. That's
hit
all.
dog hollers every time.
Absolutely.
Every single time. He thought that when she read that manifesto, he cut away from looking at her and looked dead in the camera. He was hot. And then here comes the insults. But why are you mad, Frumpy?
What you
Why
mad?
are you mad? She was just asking you a question.
You innocent?
She was just asking you a question. What you upset for? I will never understand people like this, but let's take it a little bit. You know what? We got to take a quick commercial break, and then we're gonna get back into it. Let's go to commercial, and then after we come from commercial, I got something else we need to get into it. You are listening to Our Plugs, the Community Connection on WKRA 92.7 The Change. We'll be right back after this quick commercial break.
Advertising with Our Plugs. The Community Connection opens doors to a whole new ballgame. Radio advertising is affordable, powerful, and puts your business directly in front of the people who want to support you. Plus, customers can easily find and connect with you anytime through our online directory. If you're ready to grow your brand, expand your reach, and stay connected to the community, sign up today. Visit ourplugs.com and register now. That's ourplugs.com. Plug into your community.
This is Transformation Training Academy. If you're someone that people walk up to and just talk to and tell all their business to and they don't know you, this is your sign. If you're ready to level up, Transformation Training Academy is ready for you. Coach Nikki and Counselor Nikki push you past your limits into your purpose. We help you break patterns, build confidence, and create real change. Your breakthrough isn't someday, it's today. Contact us at info@thetransformationtrainingacademy.com.
At Lovership Apparel, we believe what you wear should remind you of who you are. This is where love meets style. From our signature beautiful hoodies created to remind you to show up as your full authentic self, to our bold Her shirts designed for women who know their worth and wear it proudly. Lovership Apparel is more than clothing, it's a movement. Our comfortable confidence-boosting leggings move with you, while our statement backpacks carry your essentials and your purpose wherever life takes you. Every piece is intentionally designed to inspire self-love, confidence, and authenticity, because you deserve to wear something that speaks life into you. Whether you're stepping out, showing up, or standing firm in who you are, Lovership Apparel is made for you. Visit lovershipapparel.com and wear the reminder, be you to the fullest.
Do you relate to the phrase?
You're locked in to WK. You're locked in to WKRA 92.7, the voice of the community. And listen, 2026 is all about showing up and shining. That is why we rock with Morningstar Boutique by Tam, where fashion meets confidence, purpose, and style. From everyday chic to head-turning statement pieces to some fly arm candy, Morningstar has it all. And while you're shopping, tap into the community. Discover Black-owned and minority-owned businesses at ourplugs.com. Also, check out morningstarboutiquebytam.com, where your light owns your style.
And we are back. You are listening to Our Plugs, the community connection on WKRA 92.7, The Change. You guys go ahead and come off mute. I had some technical difficulties, and so I had to switch you over. So, I was thinking about it. So when we saw that the Secret Service ran in and Melangerie got up under the table, because that's where she's used to being up under tables, what I did notice most importantly was this person right here. Hold on. Where's he at? Why was he the first one to rush off the stage?
That ain't even that accurate, because the way they grabbed him by his collar neck and yanked him up was hilarious. But yeah, DC, what's your thoughts on that? I thought they supposed to go for the president first, not the vice president.
It just didn't look right to me. Like I
Because it
said,
was
I mean,
staged.
yeah, it just, like I said,
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly, I mean, the guy that he should be blaming, the head of the Secret Service needs to be fired. Crash Patel needs to be fired, because they should have intel on these people,
Cash Patel was up under a chair. He was crouched down, hiding behind a chair. Now, the reason why I know is because I saw his head look up, and one eye was pointed this way, the other eye was pointed this way. But I saw him. He was down behind that chair.
He had full steam ahead vision. He could see everything around the room.
He's in full look.
He was in full.
You know how they do surround sound? He had surround vision.
He did.
He got down and he was looking at all angles. But even Frumpy wanted to know, why did they grabbed Vance first and left him and Melangerie? Some people were saying, well, he had to wait on his wife. You don't wait on. They leave the wives.
I heard it through the grapevine, y'all. The only one who actually went and saved his wife was Pee Wee German. Pee Wee German was the only one.
They said he was using her for a human shield.
Pee Wee German. That's what I heard.
Yeah, just the videos of Cash prior to the incident, and then the video of Pete Hegseth after the incident. It just doesn't make sense to me. It just does not make sense to me. And I mean, we're gonna have to get the background of Mr. Cole Allen. Very intelligent man, very intelligent. You know, could he fall prey to indoctrination? I mean, it's just weird. I mean, all of this stuff is just weird, because even in the CK assassination, they're now saying that the weapon that was supposedly used, the ballistics don't match.
They don't, because it's fake. It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up
I
magazine.
mean, the thing is, what happened to CK was very real, but
Yeah.
it wasn't who they say it was.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, it just does not make sense, that people can get this close to the president and make an attempt. I mean, I,
At
I
this,
mean,
I don't think I have to push back on that, DC. The reason why I'm pushing back is because when you are staging something, you got to be this close to the president. He really wasn't even close. He wasn't even in the same room. The man started pew-pewing outside of the room. So what was that for? It was staged. They had, okay,
And he
y'all
hit
know
no target.
he didn't hit nobody, but y'all know that the war is taking, that's what he's worried about. His numbers are horrible. And he needs a distraction. He needs us to stop talking about Iran. He needs to stop talking about affordability, stop talking about it, and put the focus back on me. I don't even know if Frumpy even knew that this was going to happen. I think that Stephen Miller and whomever else who made that decision, they come up with this allegedly TikTok. These are just my thoughts, because 2 + 2 = 4, not Kool-Aid. I don't believe it. I don't.
yeah, I mean, I've been in DC, when the president is moving around the city, and Coach Nikki can tell you, she's a Washingtonian. They lock things down
Everything.
for blocks. And how did this man make it in there, looking scruffy, looking 100% out of place, and make a run for the border, and doesn't do anything. I mean, literally, no one was hurt. I mean, you
Right.
would think that if he was going to make an attempt, I'm gonna get somebody because they gonna get me.
I was so tired of
It's
My
her.
just
my thing is,
Yeah.
DC, I just don't understand how in the world that they can honestly say that the man, number one, when you go to that dinner, don't you have to have like a ticket? How do you get in?
yeah, everybody's
And
vetted,
knowing that Iran is on they behinds,
right?
why in the world would they not have metal detectors?
That part. Like, why do they think we would go for this?
I'm
Yeah,
so sick of them. I
yeah,
am so sick of them. I just feel like pulling out my belt and belt to behind. I'm tired, y'all. I'm tired of even talking about Trump. I'm tired of the craziness that he does every single day. I'm tired of listening to him come up with his lies. I'm tired of his administration, because all of them are, I can't say what I want to say. I'm just going to say they are something else. But I'm tired, y'all.
Bag of bums. I'm tired of them too.
Bag of bums. That's a good answer. That's a
that's
good
a
answer.
good
They a
description.
bag of bums, and we are unfortunately caught up in the bag of bums, and we are stuck in the middle with this nonsense. It's nonsense.
And it doesn't make sense, Miss Morningstar, because at this point, what else are we supposed to do besides go and vote? Because I promise you, this woman, she told us that this was going to happen. She told us. But they didn't want to listen to a Black woman. I bet you they wish they could listen now.
You know they do.
I bet you they wish they could listen
Right,
now. You
right,
know,
absolutely, absolutely.
now's the time to go make sure you're registered to vote. Bluevoterguide.org. Make sure you are registered to vote and get out there and vote, because it's not going to get any better.
Now, I mean, gas prices here where I'm at just jumped to like 4.20 a gallon. Um, and like Miss Morningstar said earlier, none of this affects affordability. Prices are still creeping up.
Yeah.
Um, and they're doing nothing to address that. It's all smoke and mirrors, like you said, to change the narrative. Let's talk about this for the next 3-4 months, and then the midterms will come, and then they'll pull some shenanigans again.
Because DC, now you, like you just said, the distraction. Now you have the news commentators all talking about how scared and traumatized they are.
Right.
Wasn't scared.
They having full panel discussions about how did this, I mean, and a lot of them know this was some bogus crap, like they are, but like you said, you got your few that want to play into this right now and want to keep this narrative going about how security failed, the Secret Service is this and that, which they are. This is the most pathetic Secret Service. I don't even think they Secret Service, honestly. I think
them the homeboys. Yeah, that I bet you they ICE agents.
They might be. I don't know, but they do a horrible job at protecting anybody.
Well, they weren't trying to protect Frumpy and Melangerie, but they made sure that old boy got out. They made sure that they protected this one. Where's he at? They protected this one.
They definitely got him first, and I think it was about 5 minutes later they came back for Trump.
Yeah, I mean, it just the whole reaction. It just doesn't seem like it follows security protocol. It just, the ballroom not being evacuated, everybody just kiki kaka, and the young man runs through the lobby, and I don't know if he got anything off or not, but normally, like you guys said, that would end in an unaliving him. I mean, you gonna just let him pop off,
a black man at that,
and you not gonna take him down? It fails all protocol, for Secret Service response. It just, I mean, if he'd have ran through the streets of Cleveland, he'd have got laid down.
Done.
He'd have got laid down.
He would have been done. And my thing is, that's why, I mean, he didn't even, nobody got hurt. Like, thank goodness nobody got hurt. I mean, I don't advocate for people getting hurt, but they said, well, let me shut up. But nobody got hurt.
Right.
And he wasn't intentional with what he was doing. That's why
but he's being charged with attempted assassination.
Yeah.
And 2 other felonies for what? He wasn't even close to the man.
The last time they did this, that's when people was went and I'm voting for him, and they're trying.
Yeah, that's it.
This is an attempt again because of the low numbers, the very, very, very poor ratings and everything he's getting. This is their attempt to try to boost that morale, but it's not going to work this time.
There you go, Ms. Morningstar. Get MAGA back on the reservation. Yeah. Y'all get back on the reservation.
It ain't gonna work.
But you know what? I haven't seen any. I don't think that it worked, because I think that even MAGA, now some of them are just stupid, and that's how we look. This is how we looking at you, MAGA. When you stupid like this is how we looking at you. Like, you are just stupid. But some of them are like, nah.
Yeah, they starting to wake up.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to fool with that one.
Yeah, they starting to wake up. I mean, MTG done went ham, and she'll tell anybody that'll listen that Donald Trump's no good for the country.
Of all the people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Of all the people, MTG got the nerve to get on Kamala's internet and talk down on the man.
She's been bumping her gums.
Right.
Just bumping her gums.
She's been going as far as talking about the Pennsylvania thing being a conspiracy and not real. And I'm like, what?
What Pennsylvania?
And that's what we want, y'all. Don't we want that? We want them secrets.
Right.
Give us them secrets. Give us those backdoor conversations. That's what we want.
That little nip of the ear, the little nip of the ear.
Do tell,
Marjorie went on a complete Twitter Rampage and was like, yeah, did y'all
Okay.
see the lady sitting behind him look at her phone? And we saw it.
We saw it. We talked about that.
We've been talking about it since it happened.
I
Yeah,
want to have to look
absolutely.
it up, even though I don't agree with Marjorie
Oh no.
Oh
six B's
no,
at all. You
that's
know,
Big Back Marge. She's
big
still
Yeah,
back,
yeah,
Marge.
yes.
fat built, butch
She's
body
still
Marge.
she's still a op. She's still a
Yeah,
op.
have
But
to
yeah,
still
we
stay
want
up.
to hear the inner workings. We want to
Yeah,
hear the inner workings. We want to know
we.
what was said behind them closed doors.
I'm surprised they haven't told her go sit down somewhere and be quiet because But Marge says she ain't scared. It's
Yeah,
like that. It's like that with big, large Marge.
yeah.
I'm just, I'm
Even
just
his even
really.
his even his boy Tucker Carlson that went against him.
Ooh,
Yeah.
baby, the mere fact that him and Tucker Carlson are at it, I love it. I love
Hmm.
to see. I love to see it. I
Uh,
would love to be on the phone when they are going back and forth and listening exactly to what he is saying to Tucker Carlson, because I know
Yeah,
for a fact, I know Tucker Carlson convinced a lot of people to follow along suit with this demon.
he
And
did.
now he's saying how, oh, I regret it. It's the
mhm,
worst thing I could have done.
mhm.
But the entire time, how hard is it to listen to Black women?
Yeah,
Apparently, it's extremely hard. I mean, and hard head, soft behind. This is why the country is learning what they're learning now. This is why we are going through what we're going through now, because
absolutely.
a hard head results with a soft behind, and this
I,
is behind whooping that we catching right now.
I don't think that they learned yet, though, Miss Morningstar. I think that they still
Not
need,
everybody. It's gonna be some
Hmm.
ride or
I
dies. Just
still think that they
understand
need
that.
some
It's gonna
belts.
it's gonna be some ride or dies, and they will drink the Kool Aid. It's gonna be something that'll be like cheers to the Kool Aid and drink it and go
Right.
into the arms of Lucifer, because that's how deep in the cult. It was a guy, my husband was telling me about it, who came on a radio show, was talking about his family, how
Yeah.
he disowned himself from his family because
Mm.
they were not only like in the cult, but they are praying to Donald Trump. These people are praying to him as if he is Christ. So he went on to talk about his family, how he had to disown them. Like they lost they gone.
Right.
It's people out here like that.
That's so sad.
Oh
They're
yeah.
going to drink the Kool-Aid and they're going to go into that, the arms of Lucifer with him, because that is what they would do. Just an 80-year-old man just pew-pewed a 55-year-old man, a veteran. This was in Ohio, in Bainbridge, Ohio. He pew-pewed a veteran in the back because the veteran told him, hey, I fought for this country. Y'all sitting up here worship. They had an argument. The man left and went to his car. The
Hmm.
80-year-old come up behind him and pew-pewed him in the back.
Did he unalive him?
He didn't unalive,
Thank,
but
thank goodness. Thank goodness.
he
That's
he
just
he tried to
ridiculous.
get his pew pew and pew pew back at the 80-year-old who drive off in the car. I said, wait a minute, you 80.
These old people going in. But it all stems from their having a belief in a man. And here's what bothers me most about that white man's Bible. I'm just gonna say it. Now they gave us that white man's Bible, our ancestors, and told us to read it, and we should obey it, and we should worship it, and worship our masters, okay, the slave owners, whatever. But then centuries down the road, in the Bible, it clearly speaks on false prophets and the Antichrist. And your entire mission of being a Christian is to not fall for the okie doke. And here we are
Absolutely.
in 2026, and you see all of these white Christians and some blacks, some Hispanics, who are believing in a man who will one day take that final blink and never rise again. Okay? Those of you who are comparing him to Jesus, pick up your Bible and read about it.
Mm.
You live by this Bible all your life, and you gonna let a con man come in and steal your soul. You may not have any money, but he has stole your soul. How can you even face God when it's your time and say, well, God, I know that, I studied all my life and you told me all my life to not fall for it, but it just sounded like it was too good to be true, so I fell for it. Is that what you're going to tell God?
You know what's so sad, DJ Kitty? I mean, he literally played in the Christian's face 3 times, at least 3 times in the last 2 weeks. You know, when he did the whole meme of him as
As
Jesus.
Jesus. As Jesus.
Then he goes on to get into it with the Pope.
Want to
And
fight the Pope.
I really don't like the Pope, you know. And then he goes on this fake Bible reading where they're reading scripture in the White House.
They were reading Pulp Fiction, the movie, y'all.
Yeah, it's
That wasn't
crazy.
that wasn't even the Bible. That was somebody had to give them people that. And whoever did, thank you, because they read from Pulp Fiction, the movie, not actual scriptures. And it's hilarious. But I'll say this. Maybe they were reading from the Trump Bible since he put his name on the Bible.
Right.
You can't make this
Oh,
stuff up.
No, you can't. It's sad. It really is. It's
it
sad.
is. It's sad. It's sad, but I'm not surprised. We knew that it was going to be very difficult for people to step out of their hatred and their misogyny and their sexism and their racism. And he gave them the okay to be just that. And
Mhm.
now they're realizing that they got bamboozled. Well, whoop de doo. Whoop de doo. Brother
Mm.
DC, this has been an enjoyable morning show. I truly appreciate you for coming on and sharing your knowledge of, number one, explaining to me about Space Force, because I never understood it, but it is interesting. And I appreciate you coming on and spending time with me and my sister and everything that you and Viper Vet do every single week with making sure that our listening audience, they have the information that they need. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Any last words for our listening audience?
Yeah, again, ladies and gentlemen, it's so important that we get out and vote. Bluevoterguide.org. We have Republicans out there, MAGA Republicans posing as Democrats, specifically in Nebraska.
Yeah.
So go to bluevoterguide.org, read up on the candidates, see who they are endorsed by, see where they're getting their money from before you cast that ballot. It's so vitally important that we take back the House and the Senate in November.
Take
Please
them both
get out
back.
and vote.
Yes, please. Thank you. And check it every single week. If your vote wasn't important, they wouldn't try so hard to stop it. Thank you, brother. We will see you back next week. Hopefully with Viper Vet if he has time, if he's not tied up with his black job. And y'all just remember, take your blood pressure medicine beforehand because you know he's gonna come with the crazy. He's gonna have 2 full weeks, and so y'all take y'all blood pressure medicine. Miss Morningstar, can you take us home, little sis?
Absolutely. Thank you guys for coming through. As always, Memphis, Tennessee, Holly Springs, Mississippi. We enjoy y'all's company every morning on this Taco Tuesday. Make sure you get you a good taco, some good guac. Enjoy the rest of your day. Be good, be safe out here in these streets. Come back though tomorrow, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, where we will have our mental health day, which we always need. We need our mental health to get us through, and it'll be hump day. So we'll be almost there, y'all. So y'all have a great day. WKRA 92.7 The Change. We appreciate you. Thank you. TikTok. Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Man, we are out here doing it. Y'all have a great day. See y'all later. As we wrap up today's show, we want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in, tapping in, and staying connected to your community.
Remember, this platform exists to uplift Black-owned businesses, nonprofits, creatives, and community leaders who are doing the work that moves us forward.
Make sure you support today's guests. Share the show. Stay plugged into our plugs, because when we support each other, we all rise.
Until next time, keep believing, keep building, and keep shining. You've got this.
You've been listening to Our Plugs, the community connection where communities meet opportunity. We'll see you next time.